Oh, oh, um, mm. My time with Espina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all. Installation chamber.
You got this!
Coming at ya! Ha-ha! Watch out! Ha-ha!
Defensive mode engaged.
Watch out!
Installation chamber deployed.
Go get him, Aiden!
Hey there! Hey there!
Cleanup sequence initiated.
You got this!
Hey there!
Defensive mode engaged.
Coming at ya! Coming at ya!
Go get him, Aiden!
Coming at ya! Coming at ya!
Search. Installation chamber
Cha! Hiya! Watch out! Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. It is from Nipper. She sure dialed up the charm, huh? I'm heading east. Sounds like the payout could be huge, though. Let's head to the curatorium and check it out.
Interfere with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Hello? Anyone here?
Ah, you got here even earlier than I expected. That should give us just enough time to go over some details before the opening ceremony. How about a cup of tea first? I'm sure it was a long trip. Now tell me, Traveler in Paimon, have you heard of the Nodcry Trade Expo?
Nope.
A long time ago, back before Nasha Town even had that name, this place was essentially one giant black market. With no administrative oversight, trade that was prohibited elsewhere was fair game here. So this place began to attract business from all over Teyvat. Over time, more and more people settled here, and what was once a black market became what is now Nasha Town. The spirit of free trade has been a local staple ever since. Hence, the Nod Cry Trade Expo was born.
So, is it like a business convention?
In a sense, it's an annual tradition once the shipping routes open up. The expo offers a chance to trade without restrictions. In other words, it's the biggest legal black market in all of Teyvat. Yes, the Voynich Guild is organizing the event, and that comes with a lot of responsibilities. Normally, I would let Yehoda handle most of the work, but this year, it might prove too much for her to manage on her own. Something tells me we'll have a lot of big names in attendance this time. Working with VIP clients takes someone with the right experience and connections. Hence why I think Yehoda might need a helping hand.
Oh, so that's where the Traveler comes in.
Exactly. I was hoping you could help her with participant coordination. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. I'm just interested in playing to people's strengths. In addition, I think you'll find the compensation to be quite to your satisfaction. So, are you in? Good instincts. I do have one special request, as the one offering this. In principle, the Nod Cry Trade Expo is a platform for commerce with no restrictions. That said, the Guild does have one line that is not to be crossed. I'll need you to help make sure all participants are clear on this unspoken rule. As long as everyone complies, the expo should go off without a hitch. No violence at the expo. The Guild has pledged to ensure the safety of all sellers and buyers in attendance.
Violence? Whoa! That wasn't even on Paimon's radar! Just because it's legal doesn't change the fact that this is still a black market, huh?
If that line is crossed, the event will descend into chaos. Of course, mediating such situations might prove complicated. So, if you ever want my judgment on the matter, the expo is being held on the shoreline to the southeast of Nasha Town. Yehoda is working on setting up the booths as we speak. All right, I suppose
Yep, we got...
If you find yourself in a tricky situation...
This is where Nefer said the expo should be.
Let me think. Yeah! Let's go with this. We can't keep changing the setup.
Where are the goods being stored? You still haven't told us.
And what's the guild's cut on transactions this year?
Sorry, one question at a time. Oh, I should have just stopped the cat wrangling.
Hey, Yehuda!
Traveler! Paimon! Sorry. I've got kind of a line here.
Don't worry. We're not here to pile more work on you.
Really? Boss Neff, you absolute lifesaver! I'm seriously drowning over here. Oh, you two are doing me a huge favor.
Never asked us to handle participant coordination. So, how can we help?
Let me think. Oh, right. There are still 3 participants that haven't checked in. At least I think it was 3. Ugh, come on, Yehuda. Get a grip. I'm not forgetting anything. Am I?
Looks like Yehuda's doing her freaking out face again.
Sorry. There's just so much to keep track of.
Let's start with the basics then. What does participant coordination involve?
It's things like registering all the participants, verifying their goods, showing them to their booths. Oh, and if any disputes break out between them, it's your job to mediate.
Got it!
We're still waiting on the sellers for these last 3 booths. One's reserved for Aino, but as for the other 2... they're both big deal clients from abroad. The kind of people we really don't want to offend, so be extra careful around them.
Hey, the Traveler's got this. What's the worst that could happen?
You don't get it. One of them's the captain of some mercenary fleet sailing the high seas, and the other's a top dog in the criminal underworld. Getting on their bad sides. If something goes wrong, let's hope that's a big if. Don't engage. Just...
Alright. You have a bunch of work still, right?
leave them. Oh, lifesavers. The both of you. Not cry hot dogs are on me later. I promise. And whatever else you want. Anyway, I'm guessing the 2 sellers I just mentioned are caught up with lodging or cargo. I'd get over there pronto if I were you. Oh, and tell Aino to bust a move, would you? The booth I'm saving for her is in a prime location. If she doesn't come claim it, the other participant... One at a time.
Wait, is this?
Actually, this is the second ship in our fleet.
The Alcor's back home patrolling Guyunstone Forest.
Beidou! The infamous merc captain who sails the...
Yeah. We've met, remember? What's with all the pomp and circumstance?
It's a long story.
Well, no sense standing around. Take a seat, tell me all about it. I'll have my men roll out the welcome. Ah, I see. So you know the head honcho of the curatorium, huh? Your network of connections is something else, that's for sure.
Right. We need a record of who's participating in the expo and what you're planning to...
Well, mark down me and a few crew members as participants. The rest will stay on the ship. As for what we're trading...
What is it?
A while ago, Ningguang revamped the Guizhong Ballista. The beauty you see here is one of her new and improved It has insane firepower and comes complete with remote guidance for accurate striking even at long distances.
Are you sure you're allowed to sell stuff like this?
Don't worry. Compared to the model the Millileth's using, this one might as well be an antique.
Never wasn't kidding when she said no restrictions, huh?
Oh, I'm sure someone will bite. Buyers from all over Teyvat will be in attendance, after all.
Yelan?
Ah, sorry. I was so busy with the cargo, I forgot to mention that Yalon was aboard.
No worries. You here for the expo too, Yelan?
No, I'm just here for work. Captain Beidou was kind enough to lend me a ride, so no need to register me with the expo. Anyway, it's been a while, Traveler. If you get the chance, be sure to pass along my regards to the head of the curatorium. The sensitive kind.
Sounds like our cue to stop asking questions, doesn't it?
Well, I'll be off then. Once I'm done with this, drinks are on me.
About time! I've been itching to see Nod cry from the bottom of a bottle.
All right, that's it for registration. Follow us, and we'll take you to the venue.
So, this is the place, huh? Not a bad spot. When you've got some time, come help me test the remote guidance on this thing. It's a real thrill, you'll love it. Hey, you two!
Traveler, Paimon, hello.
We're helping out Never with some expo stuff, and we heard the Krumkake craft shop is taking part.
Correct. Aino is just doing a final round of debugging on her Thwack and Smack defense bots.
Oh! Is that her submission for the expo?
Yes. Moles and other small creatures often steal from the craft shop, so Aino designed a defense bot based off of them to protect this place. Upon further testing, these bots turned out to be highly effective, so she decided to perform some upgrades and bring them to the expo.
Wait! So Aino is actually gonna trade one of her
Not exactly. With the exception of a few special orders, Aino rarely sells her finished products. What she's trading at the expo is the blueprint, not the finished product.
Oh! So, are you guys ready to head over then? Yehoda asked us to speed things along a bit. She's saving a super good spot for you, and she's worried people are gonna start asking questions.
I told her I need to finish debugging first. There's no point in rushing or I'll have nothing to trade.
Oh! Paimon's never seen Aino this serious before.
The craft shop is experiencing a severe shortage of funds. Aino is hoping the expo will improve our financial situation, so she's being extra
Where'd all the money go? Some kind of expensive research?
Negative. It's our dessert funds that are lacking. We have had at least 47 cases where excess dessert purchases have led to a shortage of research funds. As such, I decided to split up our research and dessert budgets. Aino is forbidden from dipping into one to transfer, and not too long ago, she cleaned out the entire dessert budget for this month.
Alright, done. Thwack and whack defense bots, do me prep.
Looks like we can head over now.
This looks like a good spot for the demo platform.
This new bot looks pretty interesting, Aino.
Swing by and try it out whenever you want. It'll blow your mind.
Thanks for the help.
No problem. Oh, and for registration, is it just gonna be you?
I will be participating, but there is no need to register, Aino. She doesn't like to be around a lot of people. Once the expo starts, she'll head straight back to the craft shop.
Oh, good point. The flagship. Guess this participant decided to figure out what.
Partner, Paimon.
Navia! It's been forever!
You got that right. Representing the Spina di Rosula, of course.
Top dog of the criminal underworld. Yeah, that checks out.
Is that my new nickname? I'm not opposed. It's kind of snazzy.
It's great that we found you. We're working a commission to help with participant registration right now. You know.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, take a seat. I ordered a whole bunch of food. Clorand and Chevreuse went to unpack some things, but should be back in a sec. Oh, speak of the devil.
Talking about us?
Clorand! Chevreuse! You're here too!
Nodcry is a chaotic and dangerous place. Considering the Spina's importance to Fontaine, the last thing we need is for something.
I do find it nice to travel with friends, but come on. Look who you're talking to. What's the worst that could happen?
With that nonchalant attitude, it's anybody's guess.
Fair enough. Guess you can mark down our champion duelist here as my body.
Gang boss and her bodyguard. Got it. Should we mark you down for the expo too, Chivalrous?
No need. I'm here on official business. A lot of our recent cases have had ties to Nodcry.
And that's Paimon's cue to butt out. Oh, one more thing. What's the Spina planning to trade at the expo?
Oh, this right here. It's one of the Fontaine Research Institute's newest inventions. It's a kind of relay system that allows the user to unleash Numa and Usia and...
So it's a weapon?
Of course. At a market with no legal oversight like this one, weapons are gonna be the first to go.
Guess so. Still, bragging about not having to follow the law in front of Chivalrous feels wrong.
I don't mind. I've read quite a bit about lawless territories and crime novels before. As a detective, I know that I'll need to put the rules aside for now if I want to get things done here. And on that note, I should get to work. I've got patrol members.
Well, ready to head over to the venue? Just follow us!
All right, let's get this show on the road. I want to get a bit of shop. Wow, it's even bigger than I expected.
It'll get busier once things kick off. Still, looks like Yehoda needs a lot of help.
Well, Clarand and I are all set up for now. Be sure to stop by our booth.
Three participants that Yehoda mentioned are all set now. Let's go give her an update.
Hey, what was that for?
Just shut up and move along. This spot is my...
It's the lady in charge. We were just setting up our booth and he's trying to take it from us. A troublemaker, huh? The expo announcement spells it out clear as day. All forms of violence are... I've been wanting to talk tough like that for ages. Should be enough to scare off a pop.
It's not like I wanted to hit anyone. It's just not fair.
What's that supposed to mean?
We all know the black market stuff is in the highest demand here. So how did these dwarfs get a spot selling these stupid toys? I did some digging, and guess what? Turns out these brats have connections. Obviously, someone pulled a few strings to get them here. But me, I miss ones.
Hey, we earned our place fair and square.
As if.
So, you're slinging out the easy targets, huh? That might work for you on the outside, but not here and not under. These kids earned the right to be here, same as everyone else. Don't believe me? Take it up with the guild. We'll see who comes out on top.
Just you wait.
Who the heck was that?
Just some punk looking for a fight. But I scared him off without even lifting a finger. I'm still shaking. That was close. Almost had to pull the Never guard.
Well, he's lucky he decided to run off, or we'd have helped teach him a lesson. Thanks a million, miss.
All in a day's work. Anyway, new...
Auntie, are you all right?
I'm fine. Just got a little scrape when he...
I got caught up with something. I should have been here. I'm sorry.
Right. Ashvapati. The one man in the guild who wouldn't know profit if it hit him in the face. You get a spot in the most lucrative market in the world, and you're letting the kids use it to sell.
Well, the purpose of the expo is free trade, right? There's no rule that participants have...
No, but most people know what's gonna make real dough. Unlike a certain...
Ati, Neb, Rhea, head back to the booth. If anything else...
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
You two know your stuff.
Wait, what? Then why not make them look the part? They'll sell tons better that way.
If you were to leave your kids a gift, would you choose a toy or a weapon? In any case, I'm not looking to make it big. I applied for the expo because the kids thought it would be fun.
Fair enough. You're still gonna be busy with guild business though, right? Just a heads up. This might not be the safest...
I understand. A lot of children suffer because their parents are too consumed with work. It's...
You know what? Don't even sweat it. I'll look out for them. What the heck are you doing, Yehoda?
Really? That would be amazing. What do you say to Miss Yehoda, you three?
Thank you, Miss Yehoda.
My pleasure. Just have them come find me if anything comes up.
Got it. I should get going then.
Wow. Way to step up, Yehoda.
I'm just looking out for some kids. How hard could it be? Then again, I bet I'll be swamped with disputes to settle once this thing gets rolling.
Relax, we'll help you out. Oh, also, we registered the last 3 participants. So,
Wow, already? In that case, let me go get things ready for the grand opening. Talk to you later.
she really does have a lot on her shoulders.
Attention, everyone! Participant registration is now complete. On behalf of the Voynich Guild, I implore...
Whoa! There are so many people here now that the expo's officially underway. Should we take a look around? Or maybe check in on our friends first? Hey, look! It's our old pet.
Oh, it's you two! Been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, you know this guy too? Okay.
Ah, you must be the expo manager. Was there some...
Nope, just checking in. You're just selling a few...
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Okay. I mean, we've got people selling toys this year.
You seem confused. In the right environment, ordinary items don't have to fetch... I'm sure I'll meet someone at this trade expo who recognizes their hidden...
Cool. Well, you do you. I'm certainly...
What about you, friend? Care to do some business? Well, to be honest, I spent most of the ones in my inventory to purchase this batch of goods. The ones you see here are just for decoration. But I'm confident that I can make a killing here, so I'll be sure to make another batch of Boxa Marvels should the opportunity arise later.
Wait, that's a familiar face. Isn't that Viswava?
Why, if it isn't the Traveler. Knew there'd be some big names.
Let's get the official business over with first. Unfortunately, you're the first seller at the expo to receive a complaint. We've received word that the...
Well, yeah. It's written here plain as day. Muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp. Best practice is to pray that it doesn't explode before each use.
Oh, wait, so you weren't speaking in code to cover your tracks?
Code?
Yeah. Sometimes people bring stuff that needs to be kept on the down low, so they dress it up as junk beforehand.
You're overthinking things here. This stuff really is junk. We were just gonna scrap them, but my superiors thought we might as well try and make some more off. And who knows? If the prayers are answered and the gun ends up firing a few times, the buyer hasn't totally wasted their money, have they?
Guess not.
I mean, a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower.
Yeah, but who would buy something like this?
Maybe collectors who don't care if it works, and desperados who don't care if it explodes.
Fair enough.
This exhibitor's demands are ridiculous.
What's wrong?
This exhibitor is apparently selling some rare... I know the contract says that we're responsible for storage, but...
Unreasonable? These are rare and very fragile historical rugs we're talking about. You can't just throw them into a warehouse, okay? They have to be handled with care. Too miney?
Yep, that's too many, all right. So, what exactly do you...
Well, I suppose I can use the assigned warehouse if I really have to. Just don't tell Granny Eatsley about...
Whatever "to-mine" means. It seems like it carries even more weight than name-dropping Boss Neff.
Welcome to the treasure hoarder booth.
The treasure hoarders have...
Yep, every year. This is the largest legal black market in all of Teyvat.
But can one person really represent their entire organ...
No way. Treasure hoarder is just a catch-all type. The thing is, the members who'd apply over time, it became an unwritten rule that each expo, the different
To be honest, I see myself as a member of the Fruity Order first, and a treasure hoarder second. Of course it does. The Fruity Order is known...
The Fruity Order's a familiar name around here, at least. They've been winning the Treasure Hoarder Expo rights. Sir, we don't forbid exhibitors. Any samples you offer are at your own risk. If anything goes wrong, like if a customer has a bad reaction to one of your products.
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure Mondstadt.
Really? Wow, you don't often find my...
You're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, all the taxes and tariffs would send up, but that's where my connections come in. With me, you get
Cool!
Hey! You can't go around asking people questions.
Have you been to the Clink Clink Krumkake Craft Shop's booth yet? They're selling blueprints for a machine. With everything Uncle's taught me, I bet I could build one of those thwack.
Sounds like a waste of money to me. We should be spending our expo earnings on more important stuff like clothes.
But Uncle said the most important thing is that we have
Guys, please don't...
I hate to break it to you, but I'm afraid no one really comes to this expo. If you make any more here, it won't be nearly enough to buy yourselves a blueprint.
Oh, hi, Yehoda. Hi, Chop.
I came here to make sure you kids stay safe, so listen carefully. If you want to look around the expo, that's a lot of crazy people show up to this expo, both sellers and buyers. You don't know what they might be capable of.
Yehoda's really serious about looking out for these kids.
Well, it's kinda my job. Oh, just take a look around. This booth is the only one being run by a bunch of kids. If there's anyone out there aiming to cause trouble. It's her, the boss of this.
Huh?
Uh-oh, things are about to kick off.
What are you worried about, Yo?
Shh! Don't you see? Parasol Lady's the head honcho of the Fontanian underworld. Rumor is she pulled the crumbling organization back together and avenged her father with her own hands. Oh, we don't want to get on her bad side. An eye patch over there is a merc captain from Liyue. She has a fleet of her own that sails this. I was worried this expo might not be big enough for the two of them, if you catch my drift. So I kept their booths far apart. Looks like you don't think they're butting heads already, do you?
Hey, guys. What's up?
Oh, hey there, partner in Paimon.
Partner?
Can't go far in my line of work without hearing about the president of the Spina di Rosula or the champion duelists of the court of Fontaine. Plus, now that the traveler has arrived, I wonder if these ladies might just agree to coming aboard for a drink.
What's the traveler got to do with that?
You're too kind, Miss Beto.
So, the thing is, over there is a friend of ours. She's managing the expo, and seeing as you're all big shots where you come from, she was worried you might,
Is that so? Well, I think you can put her at ease.
Yeah, and if there's anything we can do to help.
Well, there you have it. Nothing to worry about.
These people are your friends. How is that even possible?
how Beto, Navia, and Ineffa's goods are selling. Let's go check!
Excuse me. According to the expo announcement, you are in charge of mediating disputes between participants, correct? Just now, as Aino was about to return to the workshop, she got dragged into a conversation with some individuals who appear to have unofficial ties to the expo. My database does not have relevant information on how to address the situation, so
Unofficial ties, huh?
come with me.
A device that uses Numa and Usia energies in battle. With that kind of tech,
And what about this thing? Remote guidance? Precision bombing at long distance? If a group of thugs got their hands on it...
the Fontaine Research Institute made the right call going through the Spina di Rosula rather than selling it themselves.
The same is true for the Ministry of Civil Affairs, I'm sure. A merc captain who spends most of her time at sea.
Huh?
What about this girl? She seems to be trading in military-grade weapons as well.
The Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop does take on a lot of orders for dangerous creations. But I think in this case...
I'm overthinking it.
I think so.
Yelan? Chevron? What are you doing here?
Traveler. Paimon. How did you find this place?
Although this location is indeed rather secluded, Aino has equipped me with a special sensor module. With it, I was...
The rumors are true then. She's quite the little engineer.
Can you tell me what this is about already?
Apologies, but it's a matter of utmost importance, so I had to be sure. After our
Traveler, could you help us clear up this misunderstanding?
Understood.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing neither of us is the target the other is searching for.
I second that. And since our strategies were so similar, I'd wager we're after the same person.
Yeah, Paimon thought so too.
Well, I wasn't planning on dragging you into all this. But now that I trust you, Traveler. And Miss Chevra seems to do the same. With you here, I'm hoping we can...
Agreed.
Miss Chevras and I seem to be here in Nodcry.
That's right. And the product we brought to trade is the bait. Of course, if I worked in the booth, it might tip people off. So that's where Navia comes in.
So, does that mean your target is gonna be at the expo?
Yes. There's a good chance it's one of the buyers.
But, what about Nefer's golden rule?
What? No. I've done some digging into the head of the curatorium and where she stands. We can't let her know what we're...
Well...
I wouldn't be surprised if she got the Traveler involved because she and... If the Traveler has someone to answer to, then we should...
Ah, Miss Yelan from Liyue, and Miss Chevreuse from Fontaine. It's quite the honor. Forgive me for not greeting you sooner.
So you knew we were coming all along?
Anticipating your arrival is one thing. Getting you to come talk to me is another.
And that's why you put the Traveler in charge of participant coordination. You knew we trusted him enough, and you also knew that, out of respect for your arrangement, the first thing he would do is bring us here.
How else could I have gotten us all to the negotiating table? Forgive me for not cluing you in, Traveler. I had a feeling things could get complicated, so caution was vital. Rest assured, you will still be compensated as promised.
Can someone explain what's...
Yes. Might as well get it out in the open, ladies. You two were going to exchange intel sooner.
Recently, the bandits at our border have become more aggressive. We don't know how, but they seem to have gotten their hands on some kind of weapon, which has made them a lot more dangerous. The caravan transports have been helpless against their attacks.
We're facing a similar situation in Fontaine. Conflicts between gangs have been... Our investigation indicates that someone has been supplying the gangs with some unusually powerful weaponry. Even with the Spina's help, we've been struggling to curb the fighting.
In which case, I think we can confirm that we're facing arms dealers operating on an international scale.
Yes, and their cover has been ironclad. There hasn't been so much as a trace leading back to them. Until...
Let me guess. Someone leaked where the weapons are coming from.
Exactly.
I see. Well, weapons tend to be a hot commodity in a market with no Say that the person you're searching for is in attendance. Does that mean—
I won't lie to you. Catching this person is my top priority.
How about this? In the spirit of being a good
all deals made at the expo are protected, including those. The Voynich Guild gets a cut from both the seller and the buyer. I can't just let a customer get—
You said this was a negotiation, but you—
Let's think about this. Maybe...
Only deals made through the expo are...
Oh?
Theoretically speaking, were any deals to take—
Good. Then we can promise that the rules will be followed.
I want insurance, then. To hold you to your—
We have a deal.
Then you have my thanks in advance.
Looks like negotiations are a success!
It's the best outcome I could have asked for. I appreciate the help, Traveler. In that case, do me one more favor, would you? When this is all over, I want to hear the real story behind everything that goes down. When this is all over,
Looks like we'll be working together quite—
This whole negotiation really...
Well, it's been 2 days. Wonder how the investigation's going. Let's go check in with Yelan and Shepras.
Wow! Can this launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually...
But how does it stay on target?
It uses a remote guidance system. But...
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two! I was just introducing our product to these...
Paimon thought you were here for some, you know, fishing? Wait, are these 3?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
I'm sorry. Are these 3 preventing you from doing business? Let me...
Do we have to?
Don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb.
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista.
How much would it cost?
Not a single mora.
Really? It's a promise then, miss.
Your vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it? Are you sure you should be bringing...
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play, and boy, do they love it. If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrack. Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battle.
If you're worried about safety,
No, I suppose I'm just... envious. That's...
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret, fishing.
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh. Well, that just proves my point. Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there.
Excuse me?
He's coming this way.
Steady now.
That's mighty expensive.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on. There's no rule saying we can't.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it?
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower...
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both...
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place.
Oh?
What would you say to working this out someplace else?
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think?
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them
Smart thinking.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go up.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we
wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask, though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the...
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when it comes down to it. They'd see the protection...
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and probably...
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter.
In that case...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near an...
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, in theory. The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
Are they having a fight?
They're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy...
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will get away.
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts.
Then, you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries...
Ha! Let's do this! There he is!
You really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts.
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port and...
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden. Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor.
What are you trying?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
Take that!
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents! He's making a...
The captain of the Special Patrol will take it from here.
One just popped up. Looks like there are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed. Trying to escape? Allow me. Nope, not this way. Had enough? Then turn around! Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day! Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough?
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20. Save the best for last.
How did you?
Don't even think about it.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nodcry. It was about time we returned the favor.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Wow! Navia is something else!
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula could mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her...
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still...
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy...
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Guess that means the operation was a success, right?
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the...
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed.
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? If you feel like it's missing something...
Excuse me? Are you the Traveler? Yehuda needs you back.
Oh no! Did something happen?
I'm sorry, I don't know the details.
Now let's get a move on!
If you want to drum up some business, all all you gotta do is holler, and everyone on the first. Also, you have to come this way to get to the second floor, which pretty much guarantee. Not bad, huh? Thanks to the spot I saved you, you guys will be drowning in bit.
Your point being?
Cross-referencing Yehoda's current facial expression against database. Confirmed. Analysis suggests that Yehoda...
You bet I do. At least Robo-Girl.
Okay.
Generating proposal. Complete. Yehoda, the next time you visit the workshop, I will reserve...
Huh?
This seat provides priority access to any dessert items delivered from the kitchen. It is also free from... By reserving this premium spot for you, I can guarantee you a most enjoyable dessert sampling experience.
Is this your idea of a...
Are you kidding me? That spot's usually reserved for me. I'd never let you take it if I didn't have my dessert budget to consider. What's going on? Yehoda looks upset.
All right, I'll level with you. Since I saved you such a great spot for your booth and all, could you...
Technical support?
This year's expo is way bigger than ever before. Which means there's definitely gonna be more I know, surely you have some kind of contraption that can, like, scare everyone at the expo into compliance or something. As the manager.
If things escalated that far, shouldn't you just report it to Never instead of track?
Well, yes, technically speaking. But if, for example, it was somehow kind of my... remember those 3 kids? Well, that punk who was harassing them wasn't just some random nobody. He was just the one that got picked to stir things up. Now, obviously, they don't have the guts to pick a fight with the Voynich Guild directly, but apparently they at least have the guts to... The problem is, I'm not really supposed to get involved with anything that is... Not that I regret what I did, but jeez, Yehoda, you sure know how to make life harder for...
Okay, yeah. Sounds like we need to be smart about this. Fine. Just this once, I guess I can lend you the Clink Clank Crisis Control...
Agreed. This option meets Yehoda's requirement for an expo-wide...
The Clink Clank Crisis Control Switch.
This little guy right here. I made it recently after getting myself into a... To activate the switch, you just need to give him 3 taps on the head. If you do that, there's pretty much nothing in Nodcry that you won't be able to hit.
Really? So what actually happened?
You'll find out if it comes to it. But I'm only letting you use it once.
Okay, cool.
Watch out, do ya?
Just keeping an eye on things. Hey, you 3. What are you doing here?
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him.
I keep telling you, we don't have that much Mora to spare.
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Guys, seriously, stop.
Here's the thing, Neb. Even if you could afford to buy a blueprint, I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are toys too, actually.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's...
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys?
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned.
That's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair, you want a blueprint?
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too. I also have some design...
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night. You try eating some snacks to take your mind...
Exactly! But what can I do?
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade! One of your toys...
Really? Thank you so much, ma'am!
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Crunkaki...
Thank Thank you so much, boss of the Clink Clank Krumkake Crap. Huh. That was very thoughtful. Who are you, and what have you done with Aino?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them is a big part of the job.
Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Aino stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up.
Previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
Ah, Traveler. Paimon. How do you do?
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's
That sounds like something he'd... Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, Paimon will let you in on some insider info. This officer here...
Oh, I'm well aware. The side...
True.
I'm interested in this particular piece because it featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them.
The Fatui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against the wild, but why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it. Whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero, the stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know?
Huh. I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flintz. Could you tell me a few more stories about it when you get the chance?
Of course.
Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse? Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time. All right, all right.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. I swear.
What happened?
You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the...
A theft? How did that happen?
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this...
Beto? Wait, that means...
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for... But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been...
And each ballista is super dangerous.
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep... Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best policy.
I know, it's just...
Miss Yehoda...
What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why Uncle Ash... It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about. Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something like that.
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse. Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild is never gonna recover from this.
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after.
So, this... Uh-oh.
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot... Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got...
Got it! Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though.
No, of course not, but... how do we explain...
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he...
Guess we're...
Take these kids to the curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do!
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?